over. Do you need anything like I need you? just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Yo! Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Let's go! Paint away day and night, 6 hearts, hope I'm okay. You're alright, goodbye then if you dare. Someone new is pulling everywhere. I'm afraid to let them. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Let's go! Yo, 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 yo. Dude, how we doing on this fine Sunday on the 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀 birthday? Holy shit, bro. Wow. What? Dude, what a crazy day. Now, before we even get into the politicking, I'm going to go off on a little rant here because Jenny and I finished the new season of Euphoria. And I don't know if you guys watched that show or even liked that show, but we were huge fans of Euphoria. And what a piece of shit that last season was. Oh my God, dude, I have to rant for a minute. You're on the last episode. Mute up for a minute. Dude, let me just tell you, we went back and watched the first 2 seasons before we started the third so we could just experience the whole thing. And it is like, I just can't believe what they did here. Because first off, the third season is completely unrelated. Okay, the characters are different. You know, in the first 2 seasons, Nate was this dominant aggro psycho, and you know, 𝗙cie was this manipulated, I'll do anything to get his affection. And all of a sudden they start season 3 and Nate is like trying to hold 𝗙cie in, and she is now this sort of confident, powerful, you know, directing everything sort of woman. I mean, they just, all the characters were different, okay? Even Hunter Schafer's character, right? Jules was all of a sudden an artist now. She had not been an artist, but now she was like a painter, making these absurd decisions, like ruining this painting when she had her big chance at like doing a painting for a movie studio. And then by the time they get to the end of this thing, they're all talking about the Bible. Dude, I shit you not. By the end of this thing, every single character was like, one of them was even 𝗙ecie, the TV writer girl. She was even like, yeah, I've been reading the Bible and it's just really an amazing book. Like the Bible is like, it's kind of like all this death, but everybody just keeps going on. There's no reason to get anxious with all this death. We just have to keep going. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? This was a movie. This was a TV show that was like about drug addicts and sex addicts and all kinds of like dark shit. And it was so raw and so realistic. And they turned it into like, in the last season, it became this kind of like, sort of like a pseudo Quentin Tarantino film where everybody turned to the Bible. And the very last scene, let me see if I can find an image. The The very last scene, guys, is this guy goes. Hold on, let me find it. Dude, yes, look at this. The very last scene, guys, is this. Look at this. Dude, this is, where is it? The very last scene is literally this. This is the last scene. The guy goes to this religious homestead, all right? That was in the beginning. There was this religious homestead. They're like, I don't know, LDS or Mennonites or Amish or something like that. And the last scene, the guy goes there and they have this dinner and he says this crazy prayer. And then it pans away and shows an American flag. And this homestead, dude, it's like some Zorro Ranch Amish shit. Dude, yes. But guys, this show, everybody in this show was like, they were like nasty sex addict druggies. Dude, this was not the show, bro. The show was so good. It was so good. It was so raunchy and gritty. And now it's like, oh, Charlie, it's literally, I thought the Heritage Foundation wrote this. I shit you not, guys. I thought the Heritage Foundation wrote this shit, boss. What the hell, dude? I swear to you, it is the last couple episodes were like the Heritage Foundation wrote the storyline. Bro, what the fuck? Dude, I do not get it. And can I just show you though? Look at this, boss. You ready? It's not just me, guys, either. You ready? Because look at this, dude. Look at the Rotten Tomatoes. Look at that Rotten Tomatoes, dude. 38%, bro. Dude, that's season 3. 38%. Popcorn meter 44. Dude, look at season 2. Dude, season 2 was 80% and season 1 was 84%. Isn't that wild? So we went from 84 season 1 to 80 season 2 to season 3, bro. A rocking 38. Oh, dude. Brutal. Brutal. Oh, my God. So crazy. I don't understand. Follow the money? I guess. I don't understand what they did. I mean, granted, like a lot of times there will, when there's an administration change like that, there will be some, you know what I mean? Like there will be some shit where, you know, when Donald Trump becomes president and religion becomes the thing in power, they will make like Jesus movies and Angel Studios will make a full slate of movies. Like that shit sort of happens. But this was crazy. Who owns HBO Max? Let me see. It's owned by Warner Brothers. So owned by AT&T, right? Yeah, dude. So it is Warner Brothers Discovery. So it's a, you know, crazy, dude. I mean the platform is owned by, it's the same platform that is, you know, I mean, so it is operated by Warner Brothers Discovery, okay? And it has content from Warner Brothers, HBO, CNN, Discovery Channel, and Cartoon Network. But yeah, so HBO was part of Time Warner when AT&T acquired it. So it's part of Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude.
So Paramount Skydance is trying to acquire Warner Brothers, but they have not acquired it yet. Okay. So I honestly though, you know what's interesting is the fact that Paramount Skydance is trying to buy Warner's. I wonder if Sam Levinson made that simply so he could get something green lighted if the merger goes through. Like, I honestly wonder if that was it. I shit you not, guys. I literally would not be surprised if Sam Levinson sees the writing on the wall. He's the writer and director. And maybe he just knows, shit, this merger's going through, right? That surely Trump's going to put it through. And if Paramount Skydance is going to buy it, he had to make this into some Jesus thing in order to get, you know, his next thing greenlit there. I mean, bro, right? That is like crazy. It is just crazy. I just can't tell you guys. I cannot tell you though what. I cannot. Again, that is, I guess, my working hypothesis is Sam Levinson knew the show was ending. There weren't going to be able to make more seasons of this show. So it was a dead property. And maybe, in fact, he knows the inside is that Paramount Skydance is going to take over Warner Brothers. And this was his way of, you know, guaranteeing his next project would be greenlit. I mean, it is entirely possible that there was something to do with that, because this was so like over the top biblical, like weird. It was Prager U level weirdness of characters literally, one character comes in and the whole scene was her like getting around to, oh, someone left a Bible in her house. And she's like, oh, I started reading it. And then the character actually says, yeah, the Bible, it's really good. It's like really amazing. And like, oh my God. And then the strip club owner is like, has this epiphany about the women. And he says, yeah, I have an epiphany about women and how, ooh, they should be essentially, he says how they should be birthing. And he even says, yeah, it's biblical. Women are biblical. Like the strip club owner says this. It is, dude, it is batshit. Like, holy shit. I mean, there's a reason why it got 38%, dude. Yes, produced by Erika Kirk and Franklin Graham. Dude, executive producer Franklin Graham. I'm sorry. I have to make a video about this, guys. It is so bad. It is so bad. And I honestly, though, if you guys ever want to binge watch something, binge watch it. Don't even take my word for it. It's only like 24 episodes, okay? There are 24 episodes. If you binge watch TV, you can watch it in a couple days. And watch how the first 2 seasons are epic. And then season 3 is like this weird Quentin Tarantino wannabe fucking show where everybody starts talking about how much they love the Bible. Dude, brutal, bro. Oh my God. It is brutal. Just unbelievably brutal, boss. Dude, but man, season 3 was so bad. That was so a while ago, Jenny and I watched this show with Aaron, what's his name from Breaking Bad, the younger guy who played Jesse, okay? it was about a cult. It was called I don't know. It was some cult show with Aaron 𝗙𝗎𝗪. And let me just tell you guys, this was on that level bad. Like when Aaron Paul, yes. Aaron Paul was in this show. What was the Aaron Paul? The Path. Oh my God. Dude, this show was the worst fucking show I have ever seen in my life. The Path. So we watched this after Breaking Bad. We were like, oh, we like Aaron Paul. So we thought we'd check out The Path. There's 3 seasons. And I mean, dude, midway through, I think the 2nd season, we were just like, dude, we can't watch it anymore. It's so bad. It's so terrible. The writing was so bad. And the storyline got so outlandish that we had to bounce. This season 3 of Euphoria was right on par with this. It was among the worst gutting of a TV show I've ever seen. But all right, rant over. Yo, can I speak to Sam Levinson, please? Yeah, Sammy, what up? This is Political Punk. Dude, what the hell did you do to season 3 of Euphoria, bro? Dude, what are you doing? The Heritage Foundation write this shit or what? Bro, oh, it's biblical. Oh, may God have mercy. Oh, dude. Yeah, I love it when the strip club owner was saying how, women should be birthing vessels. I mean, you didn't use those words, but you may as well have, right? Or 𝗙𝗪𝗧𝗋𝗍, all of a sudden she's like talking about how great the Bible is and how, we shouldn't get upset with all this killing. We should just be unaffected because Bible. Oh, dude, it's terrible, bro. What the fuck did you just do? All right, fuck you. Bye-bye. All right, out of my system. Strike and, dude, I would be remiss if Paula didn't come in and speak a little tongues. May God have mercy on my soul.
Hey!
Strike and strike. Sakatara. Let's go. Oh, sue me. That's how I feel about the last second of The Boys. I have not seen The Boys. So, is it bad? Dude, this was bad. This was bad, bro. Dude, it was crazy, man. It's just crazy. I honestly, though, I have to assume. Dude, Lady B, let's go. Show called from is really good if you need one. Nice. I have to assume that Sam Levinson is auditioning for the Ellison family. Yes, dude, Jenny nailed it right there. And let me just tell you too, guys, you ready for this? I am pretty easy on TV. I have a pretty open sort of, things can be pretty bad and I will find a way to see the good. But like, wow, this was some hot trash, boss. Some hot trash. You know, dude, brutal. All right. Dude, they magnified that shit. I am convinced that the 38% that like this shit are MAGA. Let's see what the reviews, if we got some reviews here. Dude. Dude. Jumbled mishmash. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, man. Audience reviews. Dude. It's weird because, you know what's weird about it, guys? Is I saw somebody in here and it is weird. I think somebody said like narco violence, and that's really what happened. Is season 1 and 2 were about a tight friend group and their families and addiction and loyalty and lies and how that shit interferes in your relationships and your friendships and your family and how people can be destroyed by the lies that they hide in. And it was all tied to the sexual and drug activities of a group of people. Okay. A lot of drug addiction running rampant, the sort of backbone. That was seasons 1 and 2. And then season 3 became like gratuitous sexuality and gratuitous violence of like cutting off fingers and toes and mailing them and all these weird tropes. And the characters were all different. And then it ended with everyone talking about the Bible. Okay. That was it. Right? It like, wow, dude. It is just, what the fuck just happened, bro? Dude, brought to you by Quentin Tarantino and PragerU. Right? Erika Kirk, dude. Erika Kirk is having sex with a film producer. I swear, dude. Requiem for my fucking 11 hours that I just wasted on that piece of shit. But all right. The palate has been cleansed, all right? I have to make a video about this, though, because you guys, I don't know if you even realize how obviously 19 years sober, addiction themes, having grown up in a really chaotic, to say the least, abusive household. There was a lot about the original 2 seasons that really like hit me personally. But man, the way they squandered that material and put this whole like weird biblical bow on at the end was so phony. Dude, it was so phony. And poorly written too. A lot of cop-outs. Like when a character calls, Rue dies of a drug overdose, and the character, he goes and goes to call her mom, and he goes and walks out on the back patio, so you don't even see what he's saying to her. They took those kinds of shortcuts where at pinnacle moments, instead of having the actors deliver the moment, they would the guy would walk outside and you would just see his back, right? Not even any emotion. You just see him go. Right? It's like, what are they doing, bro? They run out of money in this episode or what? Just absolutely brutal. And the weird biblical shit is so crazy, dude. Oh, all right, you ready? Now we move on, boss. We move on. All right, we're moving on. So let's pivot before we get to 250, because we have a lot to talk about with the Freedom 250. But first, and we're going to talk about Eric Trump. We're going to talk about that debacle too. Absolutely. We have to look at that. But before we get there, I think we should pivot, since we're in this biblical space of Euphoria being co-opted by the Heritage Foundation to deliver a message of biblical piety. Oh, come here, Bible. Oh, I love you. Shit my pants. Right? Let's pivot to Erika Kirk, shall we? Okay? Because Erika Kirk, did you see what she did, guys? This woman cannot, under any circumstance, not bring the discussion back to her and Charlie. Okay? She did. She took this opportunity of UFC at the White House and was like, oh my God, like me and Charlie were supposed to go. Please go to the website and buy a couple new hats. We have the CK hats that look like the Calvin Klein logo. Please go to the website and buy a couple hats. I shit you not, guys. That's how she started the day, boss. Look at this. She cannot miss an opportunity. We're going to look at 2 things from her. Okay? We're going to look at, where is it? It is this. Right here. Okay. So Erika Kirk, right? she retweets. First off, Turning Point USA started it off by tweeting in honor of Charlie, right? Turning Point USA is a proud sponsor of the Freedom 250. So they dig out some like old clip before Charlie died.
Politics doesn't have to be boring. You know, we're going to have fight night next July 4th on the White House lawn.
Hey.
I mean, there's something to be said for that.
Oh, there's something to be said for it. Look, I don't ask for a lot of favors out of the White House. Every so often I'll ask for something. No. I'm asking for front row seats. I don't think maybe second row I'll go with. I'll say, hey guys, of all the different things, I want to be at this UFC fight. I'm going to bring my wife. I'm going to kind of call him whatever favor I have to be there because UFC fight night on the White House lawn to celebrate the 250th birthday. World Cup tickets, that doesn't mean anything. Fight night, that's where I'm calling in the favor.
You know, they used to think the Tyson fight was where it's at. All those celebrities there looking to be seen. The octagon on the lawn, oh my God, it's going to be a who's who.
It won't be the rumble in the jungle. It'll be something in the swamp. It'll be something to see.
That'll be great.
All right, so there we go. So Charlie is like, oh my God, I got to be there front row, right? I'm calling it in and get tickets now. Like, obviously, they killed him in this time period. Who's they? We don't know, okay? I mean, Tyler Robinson, I don't know. Benjamin Netanyahu's out there making weird videos. I did not kill Charlie. I did not kill him. Right? Shit is getting weird. But anyway, so they dredge this thing up of Charlie talking about UFC Fight Night on July 4th, right? Because again, guys, this was supposedly Charlie thought it was going to be on July 4th. It was a UFC night to celebrate, the American, 250 years of America. Obviously, this did not happen on July 4th. It happened when? Oh yeah, it happened on Trump's birthday is when the UFC thing happened. They put it on Trump's birthday because Trump is basically taking the Freedom 250 and the 250 year of America, and he's making it all about Donald Trump. Trump's birthday, Trump's rapist friends, Trump's Epstein class protectors, Trump's wife-beating buddy who owns the UFC, who's doing all this shit. Now, TPUSA is like, oh my God, we're a proud sponsor of this. But then look at Erika Kirk. Erika Kirk says, when Charlie and I had just started dating, we went to a UFC fight together. So when we found out about it as a possibility for 250th, we were so stoked and made plans to be there. What a memory that would have been to share with our grandkids one day. Dude, good luck to the fighters tonight and happy birthday to POTUS and our great military. Dude, what the fuck, bro? I mean, it is pretty wild, boss. She just can't, she can't not insert herself, okay? She's got to insert herself, the memory to share with our grandkids. Now, by the way, guys, when Charlie and her just started dating, it looks like Erika Kirk was dating Charlie's friend, 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗍𝗍. So this is pretty wild that, in the early stages of her dating Charlie Kirk, all available evidence makes it seem like she was also dating 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗍𝗍, who was one of Charlie's friends, and now he's like the new Turning Point USA guy. So this is pretty weird. Now, guys, I do have to admit, I'm a little surprised that Erika Kirk wasn't there, right? I mean, think about it, because she is one of these figures. Why wasn't Erika Kirk there? That's pretty wild that Erika Kirk was not there. I would have expected her to be, dancing it up, right? Like 𝗙𝗪𝗓 style. Oh, where's my pyrotechnics? Right? I mean, aren't you a little surprised? But guys, this was, let me just show you guys. This was exclusive, okay? This was, where is it? Let me find it. I want to find the one image. There was an image of 𝗙𝗽𝗏. There it is. Look at that. Guys, look. I mean, this is exclusive, dude. Look at this image. This is wild, right? Because look who it is. It's Zuckerberg, okay? And Anna Paulina Luna and fucking 𝗙𝗽𝗏, right? And isn't it wild, guys, that like these are some of the trashiest, most disingenuous, like weirdly religious, zealoted, like definitely, you know, pro Netanyahu regime fucking people, guys. This is crazy. Zuckerberg is hanging out there. I mean, I think this shit was even above, right? This is even above, you know, Erika Kirk's sort of hobnobbing group. You know what I'm saying? Like Erika Kirk is sort of, dude, she's like small time. She's like B, I don't know. She's like B unit. Yeah. I mean, guys, Zuckerberg is, and no, this is not 𝗙𝗽𝗏, but Zuckerberg is one of the biggest scumbags. I mean, if you even look at the history, he got hired to make a website for some guys. He stole their idea, created Facebook, VC'd it with Peter Thiel, fucked his own best friend who funded the whole thing out of all of his stock, right? Took that shit over, and then he degenerately just like has fake pilled Facebook to be a rage baiting machine that is like highly addictive and, you know, has pretty much Fox News brained an entire generation. Like, I shit you not. When I was a kid, all of the parents told us like, ooh, video games are going to hurt your brain. And literally everything they said that video games were going to do to our brains, Facebook has like done to theirs, guys. Like, they have rotted their brains with this guy's website. I really don't, I really never go on there. I mean, you know, when I post on Instagram, it also posts on Facebook. So, you know, people wishing me congrats with my 19 years of sobriety, I'll go and interact with them. But dude, it is gnarly on there. It is gnarly, like anti-trans fucking chaos. So the person on the left is Lisa McClain, okay? You know Lisa McClain, guys, okay? You know who she is. She is the woman with the stretched fucking neck. You know this woman, right? This woman right here.
Bureaucracy that is going on in these education systems. And we have to expose it. And that's what we intend to do. It's sick, it's weak, it's disgusting. And if you can't answer a question, what I would suggest you need to step down and get somebody in there who can answer a question.
Well, I mean, do you think this is resonating with the American people? What do you need to do to ensure you don't lose the majority in the House? What is the most important messaging you need to convey to voters coming up to the midterms?
Yeah. This is going to be a contrast for America. It's going to be a contrast election between common sense and crazy. Republicans were common sense. I think males should go in male locker rooms, females should go in female locker rooms.
Dude.
I actually think we should punish the criminal and take care of the victim.
Dude.
The other side is absolutely crazy.
There's a felon, a guy with 34 felonies, Epstein's best friends in the White House. Dude, I know. Right? Is she going to impeach Trump or what? What is she talking about?
And that is what we need to focus on. Common sense versus crazy. Also, we need to talk way more about what we've already done for America. Let me remind everybody,
gas is $5 a gallon. I just paid $5 for a gallon of milk, and we have to charge our rent on our credit card. Thank you, 𝗙𝗎𝗄𝗧. Appreciate you.
Democrat voted to raise your taxes by not signing on to the One Big Beautiful Bill or the working families tax cuts. Maria, it's really simple. Democrats want more of your money, and what do they want it for? They want it for the waste, the fraud, the abuse. They want open borders. They want to defund the police. They want no biological gender. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Americans want common sense, and that's what...
Dude, that's what the Republicans are talking about. That Democrats want to open the borders, they want nothing but crime, get rid of all the police, and they want no gender. All right? I mean, it sounds pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, is she trying to sell me on this or what? Dude, isn't no biology, guys. Up until now, you will all be gender neutral. All right? I have a gender neutral bathroom here in my house, so therefore all human beings will be gender neutral. But yeah, that's who that is, guys. That's Lisa McClain. Dude, fucking crazies, bro. Batshit, boss. There she is, dude. Oh my God. Right? Michigan. Isn't she crazy? That's what they're doing though, guys. They're going to try to run this election. They're going to try to repeat 2024. That's what it's shaping up to. Every single Republican is going to run like they-them commercials. Okay? It is going to be about like some weird transgender shit and claims of an open border. Dude, Democrats have never had an open border. I mean, they never have. And in fact, there's like way more immigrant crime happening now with Trump in office than there were when, Joe Biden was in office. So I don't know, dude. But yeah, so I was a little surprised that Erika Kirk wasn't there. Okay, so Erika Kirk, dude, she's not there, man. But she is trying to clout farm. Okay, Erika Kirk is trying to clout farm her dead husband again. All right, this is what she does. Clout farm her dead husband. Now, there's another clip of Erika, guys, that circulated like a couple days ago. And we got to watch this. This is some powerful shit, okay? Look at this shit, dude. First off, they went and made Charlie Kirk hats that are like Calvin Klein. Look at this, dude. Oh my God. They went and made hats that are like the Calvin Klein, but CK for Charlie Kirk. Oh, but watch this, guys. She goes on some random podcast and she starts reading this thing. And then she's like, starts getting all tearful. And then the guy on the podcast is like, oh, knowing Erika Kirk, I know exactly why she's crying. Watch this performative nonsense. Like, all I can say, she's got the little book, so it says God in the background. Like, bro, we need to get this woman off the internet. Okay? Get this woman off the internet. But here you go. You ready? Watch this.
I have been married for 10 years. My husband is a hardworking farmer who has gone a lot. A year ago, I was questioning my marriage and felt like I was losing myself in the chaotic life of work and motherhood. Since finding a church, I recently got baptized. My kids attend Sunday school, and we talk about Jesus in our home daily. Instead of nagging my husband, I embrace his hard work.
Dude! I'm sorry. Dude. Dude. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to finish reading it, sweetheart. Let me finish reading it.
I love him like a wife should when he comes home. Instead of losing myself to motherhood, I've completely embraced every second of it. Never wanting my precious babies to grow up. It seems like the more I pour myself into my daily readings, church, and family, the devil shows his face more than I have ever witnessed. Why does it seem like the closer you get to God, the harder the devil works on you?
Dude. Bro.
For those of you that can't see, and I have the blessing and the benefit of knowing Erika and Charlie so well, that I know exactly why Erika's in tears, you know.
Oh, here it comes. Okay. So, guys, first off, did she write that or what? Did you see that? She's reading something from an audience member that says, oh, my husband's a farmer and he's not around a lot. And I was really unhappy in my marriage. Then I went to church and got baptized. And now we talk about Jesus in the house every day. And now I don't even care that I'm in a bad marriage. I don't nag him anymore. I am thankful that I wipe the shit stains out of his underwear and take care of the kids and have no life and I'm totally fucking miserable. I'm happy about it because I found Jesus. Now I just pour my heart into being a handmaiden and it's so beautiful. And Erika's like, oh my God. Oh, that's so touching. Oh, the tissue. Oh, the tissue. Oh, wait, one more. Oh, dude, is this season 3 of Euphoria or what, bro? What the fuck, dude? Yes, new Euphoria character unlocked. Oh, hey. Wow. Isn't that crazy? That story, like the woman was unhappy until she went and found Jesus. And now she's like, I don't even care that I'm unhappy anymore because I am just a biblical servant to my husband. I don't nag him. I serve him, right? I serve him. Bro. Now, guys, this would be alarming enough if it's simply Erika Kirk being psychotic. But it goes beyond that because you may remember the Women's Leadership Summit they literally just had was entirely based around women content creators, women, whatever, political figures showing up to tell women and girls that they need to become birthing vessels. And in fact, they were even talking about how they don't need to vote. Like women don't need to vote. You'll be happier if we get rid of women's right to vote. I mean, it is crazy fucking shit. Yes, Erika is a psychopath. She is crazy. They're trying to actively convince young women to believe that if they won't be able to vote, that their husbands will do a better job of voting without them. And I'm not even joking, guys. Let's find some clips, okay? You ready? Let's fucking watch this shit, guys. This shit is crazy. Okay.
I'm going to start this off really strong. I don't think women should vote anyways. If somebody asked me, if the government was like, okay, If we could have a more conservative country, if all women gave up their vote, I would gladly give up my right to vote to have a more conservative country.
There's a lot of churches that talk about it.
Stone argues that women voters are too liberal, so the U.S. should shift to a one vote per household system.
Now, is that a hill I'm going to die on and run for office and try to complete? No. That's not my main message. That's just one of the opinions that I hold, because I think that would be better for society.
I actually do agree with her. I would as well give up my vote if it got rid of things like abortion.
We spoke with several women open to giving up their own rights in pursuit of a more Christian conservative America.
My perspective as a Christian woman is that my husband and I are one flesh. I vote the same way he does, so honestly, I would be okay with giving up my right to vote because I know that he would represent me well.
If my husband's the head of the household, I am the neck, and we work very cohesively together, so I would imagine...
Dude, how crazy is it for someone... Think about this, guys. She's at a Turning Point USA event, and she says, my husband is the head. I am the neck. Like, yo, dude. She's at a Turning Point event saying she is the neck. We all saw what happens to the neck, lady. It wasn't good. Wow. Why? Whoa, one more time, boss. Think about that. Oh, my God.
Well, if my husband's the head of the household, I am the neck, and we work very cohesively together. So I would imagine if he was voting on behalf of our household, I would be fine with that.
Do you think your daughter should have the right to vote?
I'd be okay if she didn't, because I also know she's going to marry a biblical man, that they would also be in line.
Oh, my God. She'd be okay with her daughter not having the right to vote because she's going to marry a biblical man. Again, is your daughter... Like, what if she doesn't want to marry a biblical man? Oh, wait. If she doesn't marry a biblical man, you guys will freeze her out, ostracize her, take away her money. Like, who knows what you'll do, right? Have her committed to some conversion camp or mental health institution. Guys, this is like, we're talking batshit, guys. Okay? We are reaching, and this is curated for her. This is at the Turning Point USA Women's Leadership Summit. Okay? This is Women's Leadership Summit. Yeah, what happens if you don't have a husband? If you don't have a husband, you don't exist to these people. Isn't that crazy, guys? That is some wild shit, bro. Wild fucking shit, boss. Now, I would be remiss, okay? Let me find, okay? Let me just find something here. All right, you ready? Hold on. We do have this thing that is worth watching. Let me find it real quick. I have another video about this that is from a woman on TikTok who pretty much dismantles this shit. You may have seen this video, but it's a good one. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, you ready? So this,
I still don't understand why. I still don't.
So this one is about all these trad wife influencers. Okay, you may have seen this, but this woman does a great job. All right, TikTok Unicorn 4. You ready? Here we go.
I still don't understand why women who have very conservative values to the point where they don't want women to have the 19th Amendment, which is the right to vote, or have rights over their own bodies, why they have opinions. Like, why are you on TikTok posting your opinion? Like, why isn't your husband posting your opinion for you? Like,
Thank you.
I just don't understand, because why aren't you, like, sticking to what you stand for? Like, you're on social media right now having an opinion. Like,
feminism.
You're not sticking to what you stand for. I truly hate to break the bad news to all the super conservative women out there, but if you're on social media right now, you're a feminist. Like,
thank you.
You have feminist values. Sorry. Posting anywhere on social media, you have feminist values. Because feminism fought for these things for you. I don't know if these women aren't educated enough or something, but you're literally being a hypocrite by coming on social media and stating your opinion. No, but I actually just want to point out how these women actually have feminist values and they don't even really know or recognize it. Being able to be a woman and have an opinion online is already a form of feminism. And if you don't believe in that, then just don't post your opinion online. Have your husband do it for you or something.
Yeah, I mean, dude, she's not wrong, right? If you have an account that is all about your worldview, that is feminism. That's what feminism did. It gave women the power to be in the marketplace, to be in the town square, and to be heard, and to be a source of like inspiration and have leadership roles. Okay? If you truly believed, oh, my voice is not important, my husband, I'm just here to serve him, you would be fucking serving him. You wouldn't be making TikToks and being the main character. I mean, dude, she just nails it. Just like, you know, now that's, mind you, that's not all of feminism, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, feminism is a wide swath of things. But one of the number one aspects of feminism were women being able to have their own voices independent of their partners or their fathers or what have you. I mean, let me just tell you guys, like the generation before us, okay, before me, the generation right before me, like Jenny's parents' generation, her parents are a little younger than mine, the generation between the boomers and Gen Xers, they literally, their fathers picked their college majors, okay? That's how it went. If you were born in like 1950 and you went to college, 1945, you went to college, your dad picked your major, okay? Your dad approved who you got married to. And with very few exceptions, if you were in a family that had any type of like, you know, like where the family was together and the appearances and all that mattered, it was decided for you unless you wanted to like leave the family and go forge a path on your own. If you wanted to stay in the family, you had to submit. You had to submit. Yeah, the silent generation. Thank you. Yeah, well named. You had to submit to the father's will. Okay. And yes, they could not get their own credit cards until the 70s. And let me just tell you guys, and hear me on this. The thing that started all of this feminism was Roe v. Wade. Okay. The credit cards came in 74. Roe v. Wade happened in 73. Now, why did Roe v. Wade start all this off? Because it liberated women from being able to be trapped in marriage through pregnancy. That was the way, guys. Guy goes out with girl, guy gets girl drunk, they have unprotected sex, girl gets pregnant, girl has to marry him because society and the family, and then guy has an indentured servant to raise his kids. Guy goes out and has multiple affairs. Woman spends her whole life taking care of kids. That was literally how it went. Okay. Then the pill started making it so women could avoid that a little bit, but it was not perfect, and certainly not with the old pill. And, you know, some women would use diaphragms and guys would poke holes in them. There's all kinds of crazy shit. But once abortion was legal, that meant a woman could not have a baby. She could say, no, I'm not going to have this baby. And it changed everything. It changed everything, guys. But it just crazy shit. And now, what are they doing, guys? What are they doing? They overturned Roe v. Wade. They definitely want to do a national abortion ban, and they are going after the pill, guys. They're going after the pill, and they're starting by going to the most liberal, like, bastion of people in America, young women, and they're trying to tell them, oh, you need to be a birthing vessel. You don't need to vote. You get yourself a good biblical husband. Stay away from that birth control pill. And, you know, make sure you have plenty of kids. Oh, dude, what? Hold on. Yo, Erika, political punk here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to rant and rave. I just have one thing to say to you. Fuck that. All right? All right? And wait, no, I have one more thing. You're a fucking psycho. All right? Stay off the goddamn TV. I don't want to see your ugly mug out there hitting your husband's dead body like a cash register. All right? God damn, dude. Every time I see you cry, it's like a spontaneous laughter. I mean, it's painful. You're the worst actor we've ever seen. All right? All right. Take care. All right? Yeah. Quit fucking 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗪. All right? All right. Fuck you. Bye-bye. Jesus. All right. Rant over. Dude, this shit is crazy, boss. What are we doing? Dude, at Turning Point USA conference, women offer away their right to vote. Like, what a headline, boss. Right? Dude, let's see. Here's young women, though, in college.
No, I don't need to love any, like, president necessarily, but I support her.
You're with Kamala, though?
I am.
All right. Do you plan on voting in the presidential election?
Yeah, I already voted.
You already voted? Who did you vote for?
Kamala.
Why do you like Kamala?
I just think she has a good plan for our country.
What do you like best about her plan for America?
Well, reproductive rights for women, for starters.
Do you know who you're voting for?
Hey, let's go. Dude, how can they, like, nobody can pronounce her fucking name, bro. It's Kamala. Kamala. Yeah, no, religion pollutes these people, dude. It's crazy. All right, moving on. Moving on, baby. Brutal. Dude. Oh, Kamala. We miss you, baby. Kamala? You vote for Kamala? Kamala? LA? I voted for LA. Dude. Fucking A, bro. All right, you ready? Dude, are you ready? Are you ready for the big Freedom 250, guys? And emphasis on dumb. Emphasis on dumb. The Freedom with a B 250. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, I do want to bring out the lovely image that I have from the thumbnail, which is the Trump cannon. This is this is the Nitro Circus event we all really wanted to see, was launching Trump into space. I would have gone there for that Redneck 250 Fest. Now, there's just a couple of things that we should look at here. All right. I did bookmark several things. Now, one of the first things I noticed is this, okay, is this, you know, whatever. They have their fucking, right? They're doing their little walkout, right? Their little walkout. Now, let's just look at this, because again, it's a wife beater and a rapist walk into a bar, okay? I mean, when we look at these guys, dude, I love this freeze frame right here. Look at that. Oh my God. Is that not the freeze frame right here? Dude, Trump, think about this. Think about what happened today, guys. Donald Trump found out that audio tapes from the Situation Room apparently have been leaked. So this guy doesn't know who in his administration is leaking private audio from the Situation Room, mind you, where they've been talking about Epstein and Trump, and I'm sure they've been talking about his mental acuity, etc. Then you got the wife beater Dana White back here, like, I'm just pimping out Melania. Don't mind me, boss. Look at these guys. Dude, look at Trump's hand. Look at his hand, guys. His hand is like 9 shades of calamine lotion pink. Dude, the whole hand is covered in whatever it is, right? And these guys are walking out of the White House, of the Oval Office. Now, guys, I'm telling you right now, if they had had a UFC fight out on the National Mall, okay, I don't think I would have really had a big deal with it. If you want to have a UFC fight, it's really important to Trump, whatever, it's their administration. If they had a UFC fight out on the National Mall and they also had other things that represented all of America, so you have the UFC fight, maybe you have some ballet, maybe you have some fucking whatever, I don't know, culturally like appropriate celebrations respecting Native peoples. You had things honoring Juneteenth, which is coming up in 5 days. We could have I would have been totally fine with the UFC fight being an element of Americana out on the National Mall, out by the reflecting pool, representing a whole bunch of aspects of American life. That would have been fine, right? Have it open. Have it like a huge crowd. Have 100,000 people out there. Like they had the parade or whatever, I mean, it's the 250th anniversary. There's no problem with that shit. But here's the problem. The problem is this thing is on Trump's birthday and they're using the White House. Okay, they have fighters walking out of the White House to go fight. And then afterwards, they're saying shit like the former president's wife is a man and shit like that. They're making transgender fucking comments about a president's wife in the ring of this thing, okay? And another guy did a Nazi salute. We're going to look at this. And, you ready? Sorry. And, right, another guy did a Nazi salute. And on top of it all, you ready? This thing wasn't even on public television, boss. All of America couldn't even watch this. They put it on Paramount Plus. So you had to subscribe to Paramount Plus, right? CBS. You had to subscribe to Trump's friend Larry Ellison's new streaming service. I'm sorry, it's not a new streaming service, but his friend bought Paramount. So you had to become a subscriber to his friend's fucking network streaming service in order to even watch this thing. Now, we used to have Paramount Plus, okay? I admit, we have all the streamers except Paramount Plus. I dropped Paramount. We canceled it as soon as the shit went down with CBS. When CBS got sued and they settled by giving Trump money over the fucking 60 Minutes interview and the Colbert shit, I was done. That was the end of me and Paramount Plus. So we got rid of it a while ago. I wouldn't have watched it anyway, even if we had it. But the fact that this thing is it's all about Trump. This has nothing to do with America. This has nothing to do with America's 250th anniversary. This is the Trump show, the $1.5 million a seat package to worship Trump. And yeah, dude, he looks like shit. All right. Look at him. He looks like he did not look good, boss. He doesn't. And this guy, I'm sorry, but Dana White is a pig, guys. Okay? Dana White is a pig. Now, here's the other one. Here's the fucking, here's the little clip that we got. All right, you ready? Watch this.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? Ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, look at that shit. I mean, what a scene, dude. Right? In front of the White House, right? This fucking UFC fighter's wearing an American flag on his head, saying some like nasty, you know, anti-trans bullshit about a president's wife on the White House grounds, right? Yeah, this guy's flabby as shit too. Isn't that crazy? And everybody's cheering for this. All the Republican representatives are there, right? Just this is the Republican Party, okay? And you know what I said here too, guys? What I said is it's moments like these where we realize, oh, wait, this really was just about America, right, guys? It wasn't just a bunch of like MAGA pricks being total fucking degenerates because they can. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that, right? It was like, oh yeah, no, this is America. Oh yeah, America is just flabby, inbred hillbillies talking about, you know, ex-presidents' wives being degenerates and, you know, anti-trans shit, right? On the White House lawn. But guys, they think they're so, they're like, oh my God, they're doing this during Pride Month. They think they're so cool, guys. They think they're so cool. It's like during Pride Month, they're like, oh, look what we're doing during Pride Month. Oh, he just said something anti-trans about Obama during Pride Month. Woo-hoo. Isn't that wild, guys? Crazy. All right. Dude, I saw somebody mention, I will get the dance party goal going. There we go. Dude, we're going to need to dance. Dance party on fucking... dance party on Trump Pine Box. Let's go. Live it up, baby. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I thought that was pretty classless. And even this, guys, look at this. David Marcus is a Fox columnist, okay? Look at this. This is wild, okay? Because even a Fox columnist says, this pisses me off, right? He's like, look at this guy, okay? The fighter yelling Michelle Obama is a man at an official White House event to honor America is utterly unacceptable, and the administration should denounce it in no uncertain terms. But like, David Marcus, are you shitting me? Like, I get that you're having this moment of clarity, but like, bro, this is literally how Trump got in office. Remember all those they-them commercials during the NFL football games? Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He says, that pisses me off. You want to throw out this nonsense at a rally? Fine. Not at an official Freedom 250 event. Disgraceful. Republicans can't say Democrats refuse to celebrate America if celebrating America means calling Michelle Obama, and then he's got to throw the slur in there. This isn't complicated, right? I mean, he decides to throw a slur in there too. But isn't that wild? Like, for this guy, did he just wake up and realize who he voted for? Like, this is literally what they've been doing the whole time. FDJT, FUFC, this was a trashy event. Let's dance, Petrozzi, let's go. Oh, kicking us off. Dude, let's go. 29. Dude, what is up with the counter, bro? Counter down, I will keep count. Right? Isn't it wild? And then he slurs it at the end too. But it's like they just woke up and realized, like who they are, you know, right? That's David Marcus. He's just a Fox News columnist. Bro. shit is pretty wild, boss. Now let's look at the salute. All right. Oh shit, dude, Stephen Chung. Oh my God, bro. Yikes. Oh shit, dude. Looks maxing. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'll be honest. When I see them say that shit about like Michelle Obama, I don't even get mad about that shit, guys. I don't. That shit doesn't bother me. Because it is literally like all they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with this stuff, I'm not mad that Trump is behaving like this. Like, this is the way they were always going to behave. Okay? This is the way they were always going to behave with, transgender slurs and just being fucking degenerates. This is literally how they were going to do this from the start. Okay? Now, again, though, this is crazy that we have U.S. Marines and military people like creating a pathway for like UFC fighters. Okay? This to me is pretty outrageous that they were using the White House building as like their back room for these UFC fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is pretty wild. I mean, it's pretty tacky, right? Just sort of like taking, our sort of hallowed government ground and reducing it to, a backstage area for fighters. And then the fighters are out there like, talking shit, boss. Okay? The fighters, what are the fighters doing? They're out there like saying anti-trans shit. And look at Trump, dude. Here's Trump. He's sleeping. Dude, he's asleep at his birthday party UFC event. Dude, homie is zonked. Dude, sleepy Joe Biden is at it again, boss. Look at him. He is out. That is a 30-second blink, bro. That is a monster blink, boss. That's the longest blink I've ever seen him do. Don't worry, guys. We will get to the Eric Trump thing. All right. Now, this is the one thing, guys, that I will say. The military flyover. I'll give him credit for the military flyover. I mean, dude, it would be better if it was like on the 4th of July and part of the celebration. I don't like that all of this is just essentially Trump's birthday. But dude, military flyovers, their big parade thing, whatever. Good flyover. I'll give him props for a well-executed flyover. You know why, guys? Because nobody crashed. Okay? Literally, nobody crashed. So I'm gonna give them a little bit of credit because you would have figured one or two of those planes would have gone down and killed half the crowd. So the fact that they executed the flyover without crashing a plane, well done, boys. All right, you overperformed, right? Yeah, +1 because none of them crashed into a building, bro. Oh, dude, it looks pretty empty, though. Like, the stands look empty. I guess they didn't have enough people who wanted to pay $1 million. Is that... Dude, is that what it is? Can I just tell you, I'm in a short flyover scenario. So I'm an Oakland Raiders season ticket holder. And there was a while back when Derek Carr was on there early in his career where we were at a game in Oakland and it was against the Broncos. And there was a military flyover during the game. And as soon as the plane flew over, Derek Carr threw this crucial interception that like lost the fucking game. The whole game went downhill after the flyover. So I was a little, I was a little, you know, I have a little bit of a triggering shit with military flyovers. Dude. But nobody crashed. All right, so we're going to give him credit for that. And so now, dude, let's find the salute, okay? Let's find the fucking salute here. Because this was shit. This was uncalled for, boss. Dude, what is this? It says Trump's family. Who is behind them? Oh, they're saying it's a Charlie Kirk lookalike? What are they talking about? Dude, Matt Wallace is fucking bullshit. It's a free event? No, it was not a free event. Oh yeah, here's the guy. This is the guy who's fucking doing the salute, right? What the fuck is that, bro? Right? With just enough plausible deniability, right? Just enough plausible deniability, but he had the hand on the fucking, on the hip. Crazy shit. Dude, why don't they call him a pink-haired? Don't they have an issue with colored hair? Have they let go of their colored hair issue? I'm genuinely wondering about the colored hair issue, right? It's a military salute? No, a military salute is like this, boss. Come on now. Dude, he looks pretty trashy though. Jesus. What fucking trailer park did they pull these guys out of? Like, yo, homie, dude, like rock down, boss, you know? Rock down. All right, so there we go. Dude, what the fuck, bro? They're announcing their fighter with the bull. They have a little screen. Dude, and somebody else, I guess, from Brazil said something about giving your life to Jesus. So you got to give your life to Jesus. You got to do some Nazi salutes. You got to say the former president's wife is a man. And it's all got to be done with like fucking, you know, $60 million. All right. What in the fucking, bro? What in the mullet? Dude, what in the mullet is this, boss? Holy shit, dude. Wow. No, Benny, guys, Benny was here. Benny was Guys, Benny was at the White House. Okay, look at this. Here's Benny. All right.
Just the all-time greatest event of my professional life.
Dude, Benny's there, boss. He is there.
Raw, unadulterated, unapologetic.
Unapologetic, he says.
Celebration.
You like that? He says unapologetic celebration. Unapologetic. Oh, okay. Like anything they do is ever apologetic. Anything these Christian weirdos do. I mean, they shoot people, right, with ice and like, oh, yeah. Dude, we've watched you guys back murderers. You protect Epstein rapists, all without apology, right? Like, what the fuck, dude? America. But anyway, so he's walking around the White House grounds just like, oh my God, whoa, dude, America. And yeah, I would not be surprised if he ends up in a hotel room with this mullet guy later. That to me would be, I could see that. Benny and the mullet come together, right? Dude. I think Benny and the mullet guy, that is a strong possibility. But so there you go. There's the UFC 250. All right. That's our big event. That's our big event, guys. Here's the mullet. I guess he's out there. Fucking the mullet guy went out to talk to the crowd. Get them all pumped. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm hyped, right? Benny and the pecs. Benny and the pecs. Wow. All right. Let's go. Dude, Trump is showing how corrupt he is. Yeah, I mean, I will be honest though, guys, like I think everybody who's indebted to Trump, they know that he's corrupt. And you know what I'm saying? I think they know he's corrupt and they like him. Dude, Gen W, let's go. Let's go, baby. They like him being corrupt because he, like, you know, breaks the law for them, essentially. You know? I mean, that's just it. I really think. And guys, just so you know, I've been tweeting about the Erik Trump thing for hours, right? I started tweeting about this 5 hours ago. So we will talk about this, guys. Okay? Because there is a little bit of, you know, like, I mean, you can look at the tweets if you want to check them out. But so there is a little information out there about this. We will cover it in a minute. It is, I'm not sure what to make of it, though, because it is a little bit weird, like what was going on with this Erik Trump shit. It's pretty fucking strange, boss. But yeah, the MAGA people, I mean, I feel like Trump's corruption is one of his selling points to them. Right? It really is. I think Trump's corruption is one of the selling points where they don't mind corruption as long as the corruption is serving their agenda. Okay? That is absolutely fucking true. You know, they just want somebody being corrupt for them. For them. Which means, like, you know, whatever. Saying bad shit during Pride Month, using an anti-trans slur, being, breaking the rules in a way that benefits them and harms blue states. Did Grindr crash tonight? I don't know, dude. Let's check it out. Dude, let's go. Dude, Tracy, let's go. Oh, you are amazing. No, you are. Let's go. Thank you, boss. Bitties. Let's fucking go, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. You are amazing. Thank you. All right. So let's move into the Eric Trump thing. All right. Because this Eric Trump shit is weird, guys. It is weird. All right. It is weird because of the way it went down. All right. It is the way it went down, guys. And so let me just walk you through it. Okay. So now there's a couple players at play here. And the main player is this guy, Daniel Cormier. Now, I don't know who these guys are. All right, so we have Daniel Cormier. Okay. Now, this guy is, let's find him. There he is. So Daniel Cormier is, I guess he's a commentator who used to be a fighter. All right. Here he is. Former UFC champ, right? Now commentator, ESPN, et cetera, et cetera. So this guy earlier today posted this tweet that said, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for bringing this to light. However, I refuse to stay silent. The UFC is a sport that I'm deeply passionate about. I will not tolerate this type of insider behavior. Shame on anyone trying to ruin this beautiful event. That was the tweet, guys. And then it had 2 screenshots, and they were of DMs from presumably Eric Trump. And one said, hey, Daniel, I'm going to be attending UFC 250 tomorrow. Saw you were casting. Hope to see you there. He says, yo, Eric, didn't expect a DM from you. Excited to meet you and the family. Much love, brother. Anything you can tell me about the fighters tomorrow? Who you got winning? You placing any bets? And he says, nah, I'm actually not allowed to bet on cards or anything. Are any of the fighters injured that you know of? And he says, I'm not quite sure why you're asking me this, but I think they're all in good shape. I'll just cut to the chase. Are any of the fights tomorrow rigged? I've been eyeing the Lopes fight, and I think an upset wouldn't be too unrealistic, and dollar signs. And so he posted this shit. Okay. Now, here's where it gets weird is he posted this and then almost immediately he deleted it. Okay. He posted it. A whole bunch of sports writers and people who follow UFC who have this guy's noties on. You guys know how Twitter works, right? Where it pops up in your activity feed and especially under the priority, right? And then you see it in your feed, but if you click on it to go to the thing, it instantly disappeared. Okay? It instantly disappeared. Now, what ended up happening is as soon as that went down, shortly after that, right, Eric Trump posted, and he says, we are aware of the fake AI-generated screenshots being circulated online. I have never spoken to Daniel. He has since deleted his post, which confirms it was clearly fabricated. This is what Eric Trump posted. Okay, now you see the community note here where it says multiple journalists and eyewitness confirmed Daniel Cormier posted the screenshots himself before deleting them. Deleting a post from a verified account does not confirm fabrication, and participants in a conversation cannot fall for AI fakes of their own direct messages. Because that's just it, guys. This guy, it's not like he tweeted a screenshot of a tweet. He actually had screenshots of his DMs and him fucking, right? So Eric is saying this guy had AI screenshots of his own DMs that he forgot He didn't remember that he didn't DM Eric Trump at fucking 12:30 in the morning, right? And then he writes a whole tweet about this. So that's where it got really fucking weird, guys, because then if you look at it, if you look at the information, the first thing you notice is that here's the deleted tweet. Okay, he posted that tweet, then he deleted it, and people were asking, hey, Grok, did Cormier delete his post? And he's like, yeah, he just posted screenshots and then deleted it. And then there, if you look at URL, there is a URL for the deleted post from 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗪 from his account. Okay, he actually tweeted 2 screenshots of a DM conversation with Eric Trump saying, this is not cool. This shit, I'm going to get flack for this. And then he deleted it. And now they're pretending like this guy grabbed AI shots or whatever. Now, here's what's weird about this, guys, is these are screenshots of his actual DMs, which means like there's no way that this could be fake. I mean, look at the Eric Trump. Okay, if you look at the Eric Trump, it's got the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in his DMs. These are his DMs. He typed, yo, Erik. Didn't expect a DM from you, right? He either actually typed this to Erik and was like, no, and screenshot it off his phone, or he's like completely lying about something and then intentionally taking it down. Whatever. It was pretty weird because that was an actual tweet that a whole bunch of writers saw. Okay. And then afterwards, Eric Trump deleted it, or Eric Trump posted that shit. But if you look, people screenshotted this shit. These are actual fucking messages. They're trying to say that these are AI, but why would a guy post AI photos of his own DMs? I mean, you know what I mean? With a message. Oh, I forgot. Oh, let's see. Did I DM Eric Trump? Did you DM Eric Trump last night? I can't remember if I DM'd Eric Trump last night about the UFC fight and said I was going to meet his family. That's some weird shit, guys. And they're getting community noted, okay? And then Erik says, this is completely fake. I have never reached out to Daniel. In fact, this is scary, he says. Ooh, Erik is now like afraid of this. But dude, look at this shit, okay? It's like this is clicking on it. This is clicking through the tweet and the 2 screenshots. They were 2 separate screenshots, guys. Okay? And then he's still saying these were AI generated. Please be careful with reporting. And again, if they were AI generated, that means Daniel Cormier tweeted a tweet lying about Erika Kirk, right? I mean, think about this, guys. Either Daniel Cormier got DMs from Eric Trump and he tweeted the DMs like, dude, this is fucked up. Or Eric Trump is saying Daniel Cormier got AI photos of his own DMs and then he made up a lie pretending he had DM'd with Eric Trump just to make up a lie, and then he deleted it. So that's wild, guys. Okay? That is wild because, of course, it spread like wildfire. Now, what I was thinking was this, is I was thinking, okay, what exactly is going on here? Okay? Because the first thing I thought was, were they trying to create some type of like, you know, I don't know, conspiracy storyline or some shit, thinking that it would fucking influence like a polymarket thing? Were they right? Were they trying to create some sort of stir of like, oh shit, maybe some of this shit is rigged? So like, oh, whatever rumor scuttlebutt was going on about certain fighters, were they trying to influence the odds? I mean, in particular, he mentioned the Lopes fight, right? Which is, you know, right? Which is fucking, you know what I'm saying? The Lopes fight is the Benny Johnson's guy, right? That's the Lopes fight is the mullet. What in the mullet? So, you know what I mean? So, like, that is, I don't know, dude, right? Knocks him out. I guess he knocked him out in the second round. So, I don't know. I don't know what the point of this is. But what I thought was weird about it was the way these people reacted. Okay, because look at this woman, right? Let me see here where it was. Where was it? Let me find the tweet. I thought was really interesting because there was somebody from the Trump admin that came up to defend Erik that had a very interesting play on this, where let me find this woman's tweet. It was a woman. Oh. Okay. I know how to find her. She did a quote tweet of this. See, it doesn't make sense if that was AI, right? There's no way you would mistakenly post AI photos of your own fucking DMs. There's just no way. You would have to be absolutely like in a fugue state to do something like that, right? But there was a woman from the Trump admin who replied to this, okay? And she yes, this woman. Look at this. So watch this. Okay? This woman, she's works for the Trump admin. She's communications, okay? For the Trump company, okay? And she says these screenshots are fake. They were fabricated and do not reflect reality. This is one of the dangers of AI-generated content. False information can spread quickly when people don't verify what they're seeing. Please do better before sharing misinformation. So she's saying Daniel Cormier saw fake screenshots of his own DMs, forgot that he never talked to Eric Trump, and posted them with some like, ooh, I'm blowing the whistle on this. But then watch what they say under this. Because this guy said, clarify why Daniel posted it. We can confirm his account isn't hacked. So why did he post these fake screenshots? And she said, you should ask him. I do not know him or have access to him. But look at what this guy says. He's saying that like, right? Like basically the point being, okay, the point being here is right. You don't know him, but you know it didn't happen. So if she doesn't know why Daniel Cormier posted that, how does she know they're fake? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's saying those screenshots are fake. Well, okay, why did he post AI screenshots of his own DM? She's like, I don't know. But then how do you know they're fake? Right? How do you know they're fake? You don't know they're fake. There's no way that you know that they're fake. You can't make that call because he obviously posted 2 very real screenshots, right? Isn't that wild? But they're out here clarifying that, like, you know, this is absolutely fake, and people in here were calling her out. Why is he making fake screenshots and pointing them, right? So he fell for fake screenshots of himself. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's no way, dude. There's just no way. And he got community noted, okay? He did, because he ended up posting, are people really this dumb? Right? It looks like they deleted the community note. Okay? There was a community note here, guys, that Elon has since deleted. And again, look, let me take you through the fucking community note, guys. Right? There was a community note on Daniel Cormier right there. The post he's referring to, which is seemingly claiming is faked, was in fact a real post he made that he deleted. And look at that. They took the community note off. Elon did. And again, this goes back to the shit we were talking about all the time about AI, about how the AI, it's not like AI is used to make fake shit. Okay, what happens with AI is AI now has us doubting real shit. Something can really happen right in front of us, and they're like, well, no, that was AI, or somebody used AI. Oh, okay, that real thing we just witnessed isn't fucking real. Right? And here's a, I guess this is the actual tweet that he clicked over that was deleted. You see, he tried to click over to it. Nothing to see here. And there's the tweet. So wild. Isn't that wild, boss? That shit is wild, dude. Because again, the community note is released, and that tweet though was very real. Sports writers and you know, UFC fans worldwide saw that shit. Hold on. Let me get the thing going. The counter was broken, but we did get 5. Let me reset this. Sorry, I fucking fucked up with the see if we can get a working counter again. I mean, that shit is so suspicious, guys. Now, I feel like Eric Trump's history certainly is not benefiting him here, because Eric Trump defrauded a cancer charity. Okay, Trump has had multiple instances, run-ins with fraud with Trump University, and of course, many of his bankrupted businesses. And Eric and Don Jr. have been actively involved in 𝗙𝗚liche and drone companies and all of this other stuff. So there is, the dance counter is rigged, yes. 25, baby. Oh, dude, it won't let us do 20. That's all right. So we'll do 20, and then we'll do 5. All right? We're going to do 20 and 15, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Like Eric's history here is not on his side, guys. You want an AI dance? I am AI. So Daniel Cormier hasn't said anything about it, okay? Daniel Cormier posted it, deleted it, and has said nothing since. Okay? Dude, it's crazy. When you search, like his account doesn't even come up. Isn't that wild? When you search his name, like the search doesn't even show his account. But so he tweeted it, that shit disappeared, and then he tweeted, "Are people really this dumb?" He got community noted, and then the community note disappeared. And then here we are. And that's it. And people, like Anonymous tweeted this that shows the URL of the deleted post, right? And then people, the post, the deleted post was pretty clear. It was you could see it. Like, we can probably go to let's go to the thing here. Let's search for, did 𝗙𝗍 delete his post? Let's do that. There it is. So look, there it is, guys. If you try to reply to this, it goes to this James43678 and 𝗙cie MMA, which is Daniel Cormier, right? So this is the original tweet right here that had those screenshots that was deleted. And here's the guy replying, "Are any fights rigged? Did 𝗙cie delete his post?" And everybody, don't worry, guys, this is fake too, right? I never replied to any 𝗙cie post because he never made it, right? And everyone's now posting screenshots in here. But that's the original post right there, deleted by author, guys. Now, if this was just a bunch of rubes on the internet, whatever, there would be some plausibility. But I'm telling you, every sports writer in America that follows the UFC, probably 70% of them have Daniel Cormier, like, their noties on. The same way that a bunch of us have, politicians, right? The minute Midas or Rupar or any of those guys, I have noties on all those guys. My phone's going all day so I can instantly respond to that shit, and you be the first to disseminate information. So this was seen by like thousands of people, right? I've never seen gaslighting like this, okay? I've never seen gaslighting like this, and people are, like, so many people, look at this. Here's a guy screen recording it. You see him literally screen recording the tweet and clicking on it. So, this shit is wild, boss. Right? Wild. Dude. Guy has 1.7 million followers, man. He's got a ton of people who have his noties on, guys. I don't know. That's some next level gaslighting, don't you think? So I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. The first thing I obviously thought it had something to do with Polymarket or something. Like, I'm curious about that. Right? Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw the Pratt thing. San Recto. Dude, San Recto. Right? The Pratt tweet. That was so funny. Yeah, where is San Recto, by the way? That's definitely somewhere that Trump and Elon Musk and Benny Johnson like to go visit, right? They're down in San Recto. Recto Bismol. Jesus. Dude, yeah. No, literally, the Pratt thing. Dude, guys, we need 20 for the dance. Let's get it. All right, we're going to grind the dance party. But the Pratt San Recto was pretty funny, dude. It was. This guy, Phil White, Gold Eagle, 200,000 followers, breaking 675 ballots for Spencer Pratt, found in a dumpster in San Recto. Good old San Recto, boss. Dude, I mean, like, I was thinking there's a San Pedro. Oh, like, yo, if you type Pedro in your phone and it autocorrects to Recto, like, yo, homie, what in the Benny Johnson are you up to? Right? What in the Benny Johnson are you up to with San Recto? Yeah. But anyway, so, dude, you know, right here's what I thought was it, dude, Abe? Dude, look at this. 𝗙𝗍𝗪, let's go. Dude, 20, dropping the 20 bones. Dude, Abe kicking us off, boss. How the hell is this country going to survive the cancer we're seemingly terminal ill with right now? Hope feels like a fool's errand right now. Dude, you know what, Abe? You're not wrong, boss. Because I know, like, it seems pretty bleak. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it seems pretty bleak with everything that's going on. And so, here, you ready? Here's my philosophy. I have a philosophy about this. Because I use hope a little non-traditionally, okay? So, for example, when you look at a situation like this, I mean, dude, they're telling us the reality's not real. They're lying to us. The Epstein class are spitting in our faces, okay? They're fucking rolling over rights. They're shooting people in the streets. So you don't want to have hope that, like, oh, it's going to get better and we're going to be okay. No. What you want to have is you want to have hope that we can do something about it. And then the hope is something you use every day to get up and take action. Okay? So align your hope to your own action as opposed to your hope to their behaviors. And I think it'll make more sense that way, because my hope isn't about, like, I don't have hope that, like, Donald Trump's going to fail. My hope is tied to the fact that I'm going to beat him. Me, individually. I'm going to win. I'm going to fight their misinformation. I'm going to stand up and fight for the people they take advantage of. And I am going to be not fatigable. And I'm going to wake up every day, and no matter how much they bombard me and overwhelm me, I'm going to get up. I'm going to dust that shit off. I'm going to get some coffee in me, and I'm going to fight on, and I'm going to win, right? And so whatever the hope is about me continuing my fight, and I think that's a better way to consider hope, is to detach, and I do this in general. Let the hope be your fuel for participating in the fight. And instead of the hope being some misguided idea that they're just going to give up being the shits that they are. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, Because it's hard though, because if you get hopeful that it's just going to work itself out, it's real easy to get defeated that way, right? For me, my hope is about me staying motivated. And so sometimes I'm like angry. Sometimes my hopefulness is like rageful, to be quite honest with you. And some days I just wake up and feel completely overwhelmed. And then I'm like, man, I got to get enough hope in me to get out of bed and to do what I need to do today, even though I feel like we're losing, right? Because that's really it, right? Well said. Let's go, Lucy Lou's mom. You know, like I'm really into baseball right now. And, you know, if you're down by 7 runs, your hope isn't that like they're going to stop hitting home runs. Your hope is, man, I'm going to go out there and just get one good swing, boss, and try and get a hit, right? Let's go. But I feel you. I feel you though. It is somebody said in chat earlier that they're trying to make us hopeless. And this is very much part of the MAGA, the bigotry, the authoritarians, you know, people that are trying to take power over you. One of their primary threads is to make you so hopeless that you just give up and that you obey in advance, right? And that is a common sort of tactic where they try and believe me, the social media networks are like working overtime to do that, to try and just bombard us. Like, man, every day I get on Twitter, I'm just like, oh, Jesus, bro. Like, right? I mean, think about it. If you were on Twitter reading about the LA election, like you thought Spencer Pratt was winning and homie got his ass kicked. Okay, between now and November, you are literally going to see shit online that's going to make it seem like Steve Hilton is winning the California election. And that guy's going to be lucky if he gets 35%, boss. Okay? But they are going to be fucking, you know, they're going to be propagandizing like that guy won. Dude, we got 2 minutes, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We need a flurry, baby. 2 minutes. Two minutes. Dude, Abe kicked us off. Let's go. Yeah, I had an AA sponsor that gave me a piece of advice about hope and gratitude. And I had an AA sponsor that taught me that hope and gratitude are action words, right? Like if you're living in hope, that means you're waking up every day and you're taking action, right? If you're living in gratitude, you're waking up every day and you're taking action to like express your feelings of gratitude, right? You know, and that was really helpful for me to, you know, if you can take hope and gratitude and some of those things and make them active things instead of passive, oh, I hope it gets better. No, like your hope of it getting better means you get up every day and you make it get better, right? You know, you work on it getting better. It really puts a good spin on it that then those things become like things you can snowball, you know? You really do. Like when you make things active instead of passive, you can then get them moving and they take on a life of their own. Dude, let's go Lucy Lou's mom. 30 seconds, guys. Holy shit. All right, we're going to be fucking... Dude, let's go, Abe. Let's go. Thank you for the response. Sometimes I get deflated with all this craziness. The timeline is totally surreal and it gets really hard to process our current state of reality. Yeah, no, Abe, you're not wrong. Dude, I couldn't agree with you more that, like, you're right. It is like surreal is a great way of putting it because we're living in what feels like an alternate reality, doesn't it? All right, so we needed 25. We got 3, so we're gonna just do the 20 again, guys. And then now we need 22. We're making it happen bit by bit, right? This is our hope. We're gonna keep resetting the goal, baby. Yeah, no, Natalie, dude, I feel your pain with Twitter. Dude, you see what Natalie's saying? She's saying that her problem with Twitter is whenever she goes there for something specific, the For You page distracts her, and without fail, this always happens. Can I just tell you guys, you ready? And Jenny will co-sign what I'm about to tell you. My Twitter behavior is like the number one, that is my number one drug that prevents me from getting work done. Like, I have to actively keep a very careful eye on my Twitter usage because I get so in deep. All right, we're starting the goal again, baby. Let's go. All right, so we need 22, but we're going to start it with 20. But yeah, no, that happens to me all the time, Natalie. All the time. It's like complicated. I mean, Elon is they've made it very addicting. All right, here we go. Dude, let's go. Dude, Abe's fucking killing it for us. Dude, shit's hard. And it's hard for me too. Like, I'm an addict. So I get easily addicted to this shit. Dude, I think I might drink a second fucking Rockstar. Fuck it. I'm doing it, dude. I'm going. I only have 1. Now I'm having 2 because, fuck it. Let's go, dude. Sunola, let's go. Nothing like a 12:17 a.m. Rockstar. Dude, thought the goal was broken. No, we ran out of time. And just so you know, Sue, thank you. So the goal is super chats only. Just so you know, stickers don't, for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't count the stickers. But, so the goal will move from super chats. But we're going to get it, guys. We'll count that, though, towards the grand total. All right? So we needed 22. Now it's 21. But no, don't do that. No, I'm having another one. I'm going to try and crank out a couple videos tonight, guys. I'm going to try and get ahead. I will admit, for the last 10 days or something, I have been prioritizing my mental health, which is how I've been doing that is I've been posting less videos. Like, I've been streaming every night, and then I've been making 2 videos a day instead of 3, and I've been, watching baseball, and I've been, spending a lot of time hanging out with Jenny and shit like that. And so I've been pretty mellow for the end of May, around the time we went away on our vacation. And now I've been pretty chill. And I've been doing that to fucking, sort of just keep a little gas in the tank. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot going on, and there hasn't really been too much crazy shit going on now. So I've been prioritizing my mental health a lot lately. And you may go through periods like that too. Like, I go through periods where I just work so hard and grind it so hard. And then I go through other periods where I get some necessary work done to keep things afloat. And then I just take care of my fucking head too, because, if you're going to be a warrior long term, you do have to last. And that's one thing that I hope you guys think about in your own, how to put that into your own like shit. Cause like for me, I was an athlete. Okay. I was a distance swimmer, which meant I swam the 1500. I swam the 1650. And so those were races, guys, where you didn't run out there like half cocked and fucking, oh, I'm going to get in front of everybody. It was very strategic, right? Oftentimes somebody would go out trying to set the pace, trying to like, oh, they're going to go out way too fast. And you would just kind of keep within striking distance of those people and just keep your shit dialed and start negative splitting where you're speeding up, you know, after like 800 or 900. And then at the end, you fuck them up because they're exhausted and you're just getting going. And I think some of that energy, finding a personal way to realize that like we have a lot of years here. This isn't like our fight doesn't end in November if we take back the house. Like we got to go through, I feel like we got to be fighting through 2032, really. Okay. If we're going to extinguish this shit, we got to win the House. We got to win the Senate. We got to win the presidency in 2028. And then we got to do it all while battling Democrats to make sure that they don't like let up on the gas. And so I think we're in a 10-year fucking fight here, guys. I think, you know, like from 2024, I think it's 10 years, guys. I think we're like, you know, 20% there. So I hope you're, you know, I don't know, taking care of yourself because we're in a distance swim here, guys. You know what I mean? Let's go. You know, so yeah, I've been taking care of myself. And Natalie, yeah, we did the Riley Gaines segment last night, and then there was a video about it this morning. That was a 1 of 10, by the way, too. It was good. But yeah, no, I think we're in a 10-year fight, guys. Let's go. Dude, 20 guys, 9 minutes. Dude, I want this dance party goal. Let's get it. Come on, baby. There you go. Oh. Woo. Get that dance party goal. Dude, this is some serious shit. I want to dance. I just want to dance. I just want to dance. Let's go. All right, let's see what we got next on the agenda. Yeah, dude, no, the Riley Gaines, I want to see the Finnish dad. That's what I want to see. I want to see what her Finnish dad works out with after all that. All right. And we gotta look a little bit at the leaked audio. All right, we're gonna look at this Aaron Parnas clip about the leaked audio, and this is connected to what we just talked about that New York Times article, the Situation Room. As soon as we secure the dance party, we're gonna go get the Parnas clip. All right, but let's get the dance party, baby. Let's get a little Paula to kick us off. Come on, baby. Suck it to da. Dude, let's go. UFC is MMA, lots of ending by submissions. None of USC's 250 events have ended with nothing but KOs until tonight. 6 fights, 6 KOs. What are those odds? Yeah, that's just it, Dio. Right? I'm telling you right now, guys, doesn't it seem like the UFC is fixed? I mean, what I was getting, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are definitely towing the line of that WWE style fakery now. And now if there's like poly market odds or whatever, will this help? I want to see a dance party. Yes, Abe! Dude, that helps. Dude, Abe assists. Let's go, baby! That is huge, boss. Dude, let's go, dude. Abe is quarterbacking. We're getting the dance, guys. 7 fights, 7 KOs, and it's never been like that before. Let's go, guys. We're 10% of the way there. Come on, baby. Freddie McRae thought I was late for the goal. Happy to help. No, Freddie, we got this. Let's go. Dude, we're 1/6 of the way there, baby. Let's go. 1/7. All right. Dude, we got this. See? I'm excited now. Dude, let's go. Dude, yeah, Trump was sleeping. We will look at that. Trump fucking asleep at the wheel, dude. Fuck nuts. Fuck nuts. Let's go. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Oh, yeah, that clip. We watched that clip. Oh, shit. Dude, Trump asleep? Yeah, we watched that one. That one was already in the bag. Dude, I'm so impressed. We're like getting ahead of shit. I'm actually, I gotta say, Natalie, the fact that you're just now seeing Riley Gaines, and like if you're seeing it in feeds and we were early, I feel like we're doing a good job. Like sometimes I'm really hitting these stories early, and because, like I said, so much of the main shit gets covered by the big names that obviously when I make a video, I don't want it to be a video that everyone's already watched on Midas, fucking Kyle Kulinski, Keith Edwards, Adam Mockler, etc. So I tend to cover topics that are slightly outside. I'll cover the really important shit, but then I try to cover other shit that other people aren't necessarily covering. And it's like there are a lot of times, guys, where literally we'll cover something on a Monday night, and on Tuesday morning, the mainstream media is covering that shit that we're first on with some of this stuff and some of the more obscure stories. So I like that. And I will say, guys, 4 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. We got to ramp it up. We got 4 minutes, guys. Let's hit this dance. I will say that I am a little, I might start adding like a daytime stream. I may do like a noon to 1:30 p.m. stream in addition to the night stream. I'm thinking about adding just a prime time like news hour in the afternoon so I can do that same shit with some of the day stuff. And to be able to be streaming when other political streamers are streaming. So I can, people that are looking around at other politics streams will have a chance to discover me because not everyone's up at this hour watching politics. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it 3 minutes. Let's go. Dude, we need 17 and 3, guys. 17 in 3. Let's go. Let's go. Oh shit, boss. Dude, we're gonna have to reset. Let's get as many as we can out here. Dragged out and jailed. Dragged out and jailed would be a good answer for them, right? Dragged out and jailed. I think most of the Trump admin should be put in jail. Why not make it 20 and 2 hours and 45 minutes? Because the longer you do, everybody just waits till the last minute anyway, boss. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, we used to do the long one, but nobody takes it serious until there's like 10 minutes left, right? That's just how it rolls. You need that fucking, that timeline. because I used to do it. We used to do it for an hour, and then, you know, it came down. I probably should just do it 15 minutes and just reset it every 15 minutes, dude. It's like, dude, it's crazy. Some nights it's easy. Some nights it's hard. Tonight is obviously being a night that is like a little more challenging, but we'll get it. 2 minutes, baby. 17 and 2. The clock is ticking. Dun, 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 dun. Sunday. Big Sunday. Spend it all on Trump coin? Dude, you dumb son of a bitch. Lovingly, of course, dude. Tiana, let's go. Oh, kidding. Dude, shit, Trump coin. Dude, at least you didn't buy the Melania coin, right? That's the real, those are the real shitters. Right? Anybody who bought Melania coin, talk about getting screwed, boss. Oh, shit, dude, Freddie. Pace yourself, Tommy. Burnout is a real thing. Let's go. Yeah, no, I know, Freddie. But like I said, I'm a distance swimmer. I'm good. I'm good at, like, I know how to pace myself, boss. I've been doing crazy shit like this for a long time. Dude, Steph, let's go. Tommy never, no, I burn out often. I adjust my behavior when I burn out, right? That's what I do. I like, you adjust. You know what I'm saying? You have to have strategies. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just look at everything as like cyclical, right? Dude, Sunola, let's go. Thanks for being an ally, my spirit animal. Let's go. Dude, let's go. Dude, Pine Box Dance Party, let's go. So we needed 21. We got 7. All right. So that means 14 remain. So we're going to do one more goal for 15 and we'll get it. But I mean, I don't know how you guys operate, but like with me, everything I do it like cyclically, which means like, you know, there's cycles, right? Like I'll go a stretch where I sleep 9 hours a day. And then when I get rested, I'll burn the candle at both ends and I will go for, you know, like 5 hours a day until I get really exhausted. And then I like pull back and then I recharge. And then, you know, sometimes the cycles last, you know, a week or 2 weeks or a month or a couple of days. But mostly I listen to my mental and physical health and I try to respond to like my vehicle, you know what I mean? As opposed to like the demands of the job. Like for me, it's mostly about the vehicle. Dude, Tracy, dance party, let's go. Dude, Uncle F, been away for a few weeks. First comment, especially on a live 8647. Let's go, dude. Dude, Uncle Filthy. Dude, what a great name. All right. So there was like 14. So now it's 12. All right. So let's go. We got 12. I'm still going to set it for 15, but we can stop at 12. All right. Let's go. Because I'm worth it. Let's go, baby. Dude, endurance is important. It is. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Dude, this YouTube super chat interface is like kind of annoying, boss. It like doesn't work a lot of the time. This counter doesn't work. I'm going to fucking break something. But endurance, boss. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. I keep doing those. All right, here we go. Ready? We need 12, guys. 12 it is. Let's go. You gotta listen to your fucking, you know, I mean, and dude, I do this a lot though. I do it a lot. Like, and it's weird because Jenny and I will have discussions because I'm pretty hard on myself where I expect a lot out of myself, where sometimes I feel like I'm being lazy, even though anybody who's around me would be like, dude, you're not lazy. But there are just things where, you know, I try to put out a video every morning at 7 a.m., but some days I'm just fucking tired and I say, fuck it. And I go to bed and I don't put out a video until like 1 p.m. And that's a really bad idea because there's a lot of viewers online between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. And, you know, that's the optimal time to put out content. But it's like, dude, if I need sleep, I get sleep, right? Let's go. Meant to say watching for a few weeks, few drinks makes me typing hard. 8647. Let's go, dude. Uncle Filthy kicking us off, baby. Let's go. You have low ambition? Dude, sleep is important. It is. It's more important for people that are not me. Did I see Gwyneth Paltrow's luxury Israel apartment ad? I did not. But I alternate, guys. I go through periods of great rest and periods of great, like, burning the candle at both ends. So that was number 2, though. And that counter didn't fucking count. That shit better add on there. I'm going to keep manual count. Dude, what's up with Gwyneth Paltrow? Yeah, I did not see the ad. She's got an ad for what? For her. What's her ad? Her ad is about her apartment. All right, you ready? Let's watch this bit and talk about it, okay? Because there's a couple of things going on here, both about American journalism and about what's going to happen with Donald Trump. You ready? Watch this.
The White House is reportedly terrified that reporters have secret recordings of situation room meetings between top Trump officials and that it could derail the Trump presidency. According to Axios, Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan of the New York Times, they're publishing a new book soon. And while the White House fears that both reporters got access to secret recordings, someone was recording White House Situation Room meeting. Here's the kicker. They don't know which meetings were recorded. Could have been about Israel, could have been about Epstein, could have been about anything. And now the White House this weekend, on Donald Trump's birthday, happens to be scrambling to try to figure out who would record meetings inside the Situation Room, what meetings were recorded, and whether these meetings could threaten the Trump presidency. To say this is stunning really is an understatement. We'll have to see what happens next, and we'll have to see whether they actually have the recordings or not. Spread the word, follow along, stay up to date.
Okay, so again, this, guys, is related to the Situation Room article, okay? This is the article. We've made several videos about this, guys. Okay, let's talk about this situation. So it's this article that came out that was Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan. And this is their exclusive article about the Situation Room meetings that happened from the Trump officials following him calling the Epstein files a hoax. And this has been reverberating throughout, like, the political fucking DC realm. Now, let's think about this from all areas. First, I want to address the journalists, because if you're Maggie Haberman and you're Jonathan Swan and you do have recordings of the Situation Room that are critical, like proof of shit that's going on in the US government, if you're saving that for a fucking book, right? Like, that's everything that's wrong with modern journalism. That you have shit that is of the national interest, and instead of just disseminating that information and putting it out there, you're going to put it in a book and fucking hit the cash register. Serious grifting, serious access journalism bullshit. And it's not something I would really be surprised of with Maggie Haberman. I don't know anything about Jonathan Swan, but Maggie Haberman was the worst, guys. Okay, she was like, you know, in Trump's first term, she was critical of Trump, but like only in a buttery sort of way. She mostly spent her time trying to get access to him and then like using them to like push her authorship and write books. And this is a pretty common problem just in general. Okay. Like, for instance, you ready for this, guys? When you look at the people who have signed on to the Trump admin and you say, why are they even in the admin? I'm telling you right now, 1/3 of Trump's like people working in his administration are only doing it so they can write a book afterwards. I shit you not. They're going to go in there. They're going to stay out of the line of fire. And then when it's done, they're going to write some sort of tell-all, some sort of savory, really like gossipy inside the White House, fucking inside Trump book. And that's what they're going to do. They're literally taking the job so they can write a book afterwards and make some money and get on all the major news shows. That's like the only real motivation, because other than that, he's a career killer. If you're not into like the organized crime type mentality, that's the only reason you would even take the job, is like, oh yeah, I'm going to write an insider tell-all. I'm going to cash in, and then I'm going to be all apologetic, get a ghostwriter to make me look like an innocent victim. And oh yeah, thank you. Right? So I don't like that. But here though, think about the ramifications of this. Okay? Because if there are recordings, okay? So we don't know if there are recordings. If there are recordings, who's making them? What meetings were they? And what do they have? Like, that could be anything. That could be Iran. That could be the fishing boats. That could be Epstein stuff. That could be like squeezing out Trump, you know, people in the admin or whatever. We have no idea what that could be, right? The actual recordings, there could be incredibly damning information. Who's putting them out? Is it J.D. Vance? Is it 𝗙cie 𝗏𝗏𝗡? Is it Cash? I mean, who is leaking this shit? This is crazy shit. Don Jr. was not in those meetings. So we know, at least if you look at the people that were in this one, okay, in this one was, you had 𝗙cie 𝗏𝗏𝗡, you had the White House counsel, the lawyer, David Warrington, Caroline Leavitt, Deputy Chief of Staff Taylor Budowich, Steve Chung, Todd Blanche, Associate Attorney General Stanley Woodward Jr., Deputy Chief of Staff James Blair, and then also Pam Bondi and Kash Patel were on there. I mean, it is possible that it is J.D. Vance. It is possible it's 𝗙cie 𝗏𝗏𝗡. It could have been Pam Bondi, like, recording this shit for all we know. I don't know. It's hard to tell. She was on the phone in some of them. She's disgruntled. So we don't really know. I mean, I know a lot of people are thinking it's J.D. Vance, especially with the way Trump turned on J.D. Vance and sort of moved to Marco Rubio. But guys, you ready for this? Listen to me here. Okay? Listen to me here. We're going to try and get the last in the 5 minutes, but I want to hit this point first. I think there's something more powerful going on, though. Okay? Because whether there are recordings or not, it's not going to change the impact on the current Trump admin. Because even if there are no recordings, even if this is a dirty rumor, Trump doesn't know that there are no recordings. All Trump knows is someone is potentially selling him out. Who is it? Trump is already paranoid and watching his back and thinks everyone's out to get him to begin with, as are several of the sort of like people eater people in his administration. So the thing that's really interesting about this is the effect it's going to have, whether these recordings exist or not, is going to be the same, because they're going to try to figure out who's selling them out, who is it, who can they trust. They can't trust anyone. It could be Susie Wiles. It could be Todd Blanche. It could be his closest ally. He doesn't know, and he's already paranoid. So I think his paranoia and his lack of trust in people and thinking everyone's out to get him is going to set him off on a self-destructive rampage, regardless of whether those tapes exist or not. I think he's going to start firing people. I think he's going to stop talking to people, or he's going to leak out shit and try to set people up in traps. I think the inside of his admin is going to be everybody watching everyone else as though they're a potential enemy, which is going to exacerbate their own self-destructive tendencies. This is going to be, it's like, I think it's going to eat itself. The leopard is going to be eating its own face in a circular fashion. All right, guys, 3 minutes, baby. Let's go. 3 minutes, 14-3, guys. We're down to the wire. Let's get this. Let's get the dance. Let's go. Dude, I will look at that. Yeah, I'm curious about the Gwyneth Paltrow ad. Let's get this dance. 14-3, baby. 3 minutes. That's like 4 minutes, guys. I guess technically we only need 11. Let's go. Because we only needed 12. Yeah, no, I think this, the rumor of the tapes is going to destroy shit. LFG 8647, let's go, Jenna! Let's go, guys! 13-3, or no, 10-3. Let's go. There it is. 2 minutes. Come on. 2 minutes. Two minutes. It's 𝗙𝐿𝐶𝗋 or JD. I don't think 𝗙𝐿𝐶 was in some of these. You know, is it JD? You think it's JD? It could be. I mean, we don't know if there are any staffers in there that are like, you know, administrative people or something. Like, I don't know, dude. It's a pretty, if someone's recording in the Situation Room, though, that is pretty gnarly. Dude, 1.5 minutes, guys. Let's go. Let's get her done. All right. Doot. Dude, Barry Weiss is not in the Situation Room. She'd like to be in the Situation Room. I feel like she probably knows everything that's going on in there. Thought they couldn't have a phone in there? Yeah, I don't know what the situation is with that. Like, I don't know that you can't have a phone in there. I think maybe it's not connected to the internet. I don't know. They seem like they are like very like lackadaisical with their protocol, as you would have noticed from their signal chats with reporters on them and all that. 20 seconds, guys. All right. Dude, let's go. Dude, Freddie, coming in hot, baby. Countdown, less than 10 chance to a dance party. Yeah, no, we're at fucking 10 square now. All right, we're going to fucking reset this and try one more time. I'm going to let it go one more round, and then if we don't get it, I'm not going to spend all night fucking chasing this thing, right? We'll reset it one more time, and then we're gonna fucking move on, boss. I feel like it's sometimes it's just not meant to be, boss. Right? We're gonna go last one. We're gonna try and get the last 10. Dude, let's fucking go, baby. All right, here we go. Here we go. But I got to cover, and then fucking we're going to move on. So we're going to give it one more shot to get that last 10. Oh, shit, baby. There we go. All right. All right. Let's go. This is it. Yeah, I really feel like ultimately that this is going to be... this is one of those damned if you do or damned if you don't. Okay? And I mean, look at this. What Mike Nellis is saying, if the New York Times got its hands on leaked audio from the Situation Room, there's a massive national security crisis. Okay? And I mean, dude, that's kind of accurate there. That, like, where did they get them? How did they get recordings? I mean, is Trump recording the Situation Room? Has he been bugging his own Situation Room? And you know what I'm saying? Has he been bugging his own Situation Room? And see, this isn't a skiff, though. I think there's a difference between a skiff and the Situation Room. The Situation Room is where they, you know, the chief of staff and everything meet with the president. They definitely talk about top secret shit, but I don't think it's like a skiff, right? Let's see if we can get some information here about... So it is a 5,500 square foot secure complex. Oh shit. So it's a whole complex, right? A 24/7 intelligence and crisis support center used by the president and National Security Council. So it is not wired for recording, and all independent recording devices, phones, and wearables are strictly forbidden to prevent leaks. So therefore, all right, so it is locked down. I thought it was actually a little like more, I don't know, connected to that, but so it is locked down. So I don't know if these people are like searched. I think what it is though is I think the difference is a skiff is probably easier to police. Okay, if the White House Situation Room is 5,500 square feet, that's pretty hard to police every square foot of that, right? And so the Situation Room is a specialized type of skiff, but it operates as a permanent command center. While any skiff provides a secure space to handle classified data, Situation Room adds real-time intelligence monitoring, global communications, and dedicated crisis management personnel. So there you go. Okay. So I guess that's the thing right there. Dude, Freddie, Situation Room is supposed to be a phone-free skiff. But I think this right here, guys, look at this. This seems to be the situation here, okay? Where it says the Situation Room is permanently staffed by duty officers from military and intelligence agencies. So whereas when you go in a skiff, the skiff is just the people in the skiff, right? It looks like the Situation Room is the room itself where they convene, but that is inside a larger, like, intelligence apparatus. So there are other people that are in that space, which means potentially we don't know necessarily, like, who's, you know what I mean? We don't know who has access to there. right? But, all right, so, dude, the counter's not working again. We're 9 away, baby. So, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't think it matters. I mean, from a Trump sort of point of view, right? From the Trump admin falling apart point of view, this doesn't even matter. If there are recordings or no recordings, it doesn't matter. I feel like it is going to be equally destructive to Trump's psyche and to the internal fabric of the Trump team. They're all going to eat each other alive over this, over just the possibility of leaked tapes being out there, because everyone is going to be like, what did I say? Who recorded it? What meetings did they record? Did they hear the thing I said about Netanyahu? Did they hear what we were saying about, fucking X, Y, or Z? I mean, it is going to melt their fucking internal, like their morale and their internal trust in each other is going to go right down the shitter. Now, if those recordings actually did happen, then it becomes like, holy fucking shit. So now, like, something is going on where they're compromising the security of the president's internal situation room meetings. Like, who has that information? Who else has these tapes, dude? Right? Like, what the fuck, bro? At that point, you know that, okay, Trump's inner circle is compromised. So his whole administration is now a national security threat, which I think we already know already. I mean, obviously, there was some suspicion even back with the classified documents that Trump had been selling shit to Iran or selling shit about Iran to Saudi Arabia. I mean, certainly, what did he give Qatar that they gave him a $400 million airplane? I mean, some shit's already gone down, I think, with this. Like Putin, yeah, who knows? I guarantee that he sold information to Saudi Arabia. I mean, with the amount of money they've been throwing at Kushner and shit, like, come on, bro. All of those Arab nations have been, funding the shit out of fucking Trump. All right? All right, guys. Do 7 minutes, baby. 9. Let's get this. This is our last countdown, guys. We're going to do it one more time. All right? If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we dance tomorrow. No, nothing personal, but this is going to be our last run at it. Could it be Bibi? It could. I mean, can you imagine if there was some frank conversation with Bibi and Trump? Like, holy shit. Talking about, like, lying about Israel? That would be crazy. Or, I think there could be some juicy shit about Epstein. Because, I mean, I know Trump was trying to make it seem like they had an Iran deal, but, dude, that's some fucking bullshit. Right? Oh. Let's go, baby. Six minutes. 9 in 6. 9 in 6, boss. Yeah, that is definitely not good. There it is. There's the official Nitro Circus Trump cannon. The Nitro Circus Trump cannon. Yeah, dude, the Trump admin is such a dumpster fire, boss. Jesus Christ. Dude, I guess RFK Jr. is already leaving. Dude, 𝗙𝗪cy 𝗍𝗪𝗓's out. Noam is out. Fucking, what's his fuck? Bovino was gone. Right? Oh my God, dude. Pam Bondi's gone. Bongino's gone. Abe, let's go, baby. 8. Let's go, Abe. Holding it together, quarterbacking 8 and 5. Let's fucking go. Let's go. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Let's go. 8 and 5, baby. 8 and 5. 7. Let's go, Andrew, for the dance party, dude. Let's go. We got this, dude. Abe coming in hot with another one. Let's go, dude. Let's go. 6. 6 remain, baby. RFK Jr., yes. RFK Jr. is leaving, it looks like. It looks like. Dude, let's go. 5. Dude, Abe coming in hot. It looks like he has denied it. Okay, but there is a very active rumor mill going on. Right? This has been out that RFK Jr. will be leaving as Secretary of HHS after July 4th. Dude, let's go. And that Oz is going to be taking over. Dude, Abe coming in hot. 4 remain. But he has denied it. He said that RFK Jr. called it total BS. All right. And you know what I'm saying? And so there is some people are fucking commenting about this shit, saying that maybe it's not going to happen. But again, guys, dude, let's go, Abe. 3 away. So, okay. So the thing about this is that RFK Jr. has denied it and said openly that this is not happening. That is absolute fucking bullshit. But every time that somebody has left, there has been a denial. So that has been standard operating procedure for people to deny it. Dude, let's go, guys. There it is, dude. 𝗙𝗎𝗍𝗍 coming in hot, dude. Let's go, dude. 𝗙𝗎𝗍𝗍 coming in again, dude. James Bank coming in. I think that fucking pulls it, boss. Dude, let's go, dude. There it is, dude. 𝗙𝗎𝗍𝗍 with another one. And Lady B. This one's for Abe. Dude, we fucking did it. Bro, that's crazy. Dude, it felt like we were never going to get it. Dude, I feel like Abe, though, dude, we got to give 𝗙𝗎𝗍𝗍 a little bit of Paula. A little date with Paula for 𝗙𝗎𝗍𝗍. Dude, thank you, 𝗙𝗎𝗍𝗍. Let's go. Dude, Abe quarterbacking and everybody else on the team. Let's go. All right. Just like that. Dance party is secured. So we're about probably about 10, 15 minutes away. We're going to cover the rest of this shit, and then we're going to dance it up, and then I'm going to go finish a rock star and stay up all night editing videos and get back on the grind. All right. Is there anything else that we missed here? Oh, yeah. Somebody had something. It was the ad from Zateo, Gwyneth Paltrow. She selling apartments in Israel. What the fuck is this? Is this the video? Like, what do we have?
Oh, not again.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
The morning should be so early. Even my coffee needs a coffee.
Dude, I'm worried about the music fucking pinging us here, but these are Israel apartments? What the fuck is this, bro? Dude, that looked like New York City. Dude, is that even Gwyneth Paltrow? What the fuck, bro? Dude, that's crazy. Like, dude, what is going on here? I mean, let's look at this. First off, what the fuck is this? This is obviously Tel Aviv, okay? Right? You know what I mean? But like, why is it cut with like, this looks like New York. This is New York City, isn't it? Dude, right? Like, what the fuck is going on? This looks like New York City, but it also looks like not New York City. It looks like AI. Okay, this is like some weird AI version. Like this building right here looks like the brand new building that they just put up in New York City that is blocking the Empire State Building. Have you guys heard about this? Like, for example, let me show you this. Let me find it. There is a building that got built. This building, dude, look at this shit. Let me find it on Instagram Reels. It is the most hated building in New York City. This is very bizarre. Watch this. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. Right here. Watch this. This building. Look at this. This is the building, guys. You see that? That is totally looks like this building.
Building in New York City.
Watch
Even
this.
by the handful of folks. Finger building is arguably the most hated building in New York City, even by the handful of folks who actually live there. Technically, that building is called 432 Park Avenue, but most folks are going to refer to it by one of its many derogatory nicknames. The Awful Waffle, because it's got the waffle pockets. The Trash Can Building, because it was modeled off a trash can. The Middle Finger
Dude,
Building.
they built this thing. They built this thing, guys, in
the Middle
fucking
Finger Building is arguably.
Or I want to find the one. Let me find there's a fucking, that looks like that building though, guys. Here's another view of it right here. Okay. A billionaire built this building and there's a woman who flips it off. I wish I could find the video, but they built it right in front of the fucking Empire State Building. And so down in Greenwich Village, when you look back at the Empire State Building, all you see is that building right in front of it. And so this looks like that, and some of these other buildings, like this one and this one, sort of looks like the Dakota. All right, if you look at that, and you have the Dakota in New York City, right? The Dakota is fucking right there. That very much looks like a Dakota-like building, right? Which it's not the Dakota, but there's a number of buildings on Central Park that if you look at, there's a park with the green roof, a building with the green roof. Where is it? It is... I mean, a lot of these buildings look like the buildings that are in this thing, which is really weird. And that's what I thought was so weird about it, because it looks like it alternates, right? Where like here, this, you know, some of this, oh shit. So sorry about that. But like this, right? This, shit, sorry about that. But so this looks like Central Park. And then it looks like Tel Aviv, right? And then it looks like Central Park, New York, and then Tel Aviv, okay? This definitely looks like New York. And then this is fucking Tel Aviv again, right? It's like they're fucking alternating where they're putting her in what appears to be like Central Park. And then all of a sudden she's in Israel, right? At the end, the guy holding the door, I saw that comment about New York and she says, no, Israel. But yeah, I think there is some at play, or they're trying to imply, that it is like, they're trying to make Israel seem cool like New York City. But like, dude, this is what freaked me out. Because this doesn't even look like a real her, dude. Look at that fucking image, bro. Is that like AI Gwyneth Paltrow or what? That doesn't even look like her, right? Isn't that wild? I mean, the whole video feels like AI-ish. But this is definitely Israel. I mean, look at those cars. It's real, yeah. I assume it's real, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you honestly, it's hard to tell if where they are like using AI. You know what I'm saying? Like AI, they can be using AI to accentuate these videos and shit, and we wouldn't even know at this point. Okay? I'm serious. It's getting to the point where we're not going to know when they're using AI or like real images mixed with AI or whatnot. I mean, it's pretty, I don't know. It's pretty fucking, right? It's pretty creepy, dude. She looks creepy, dude. Let me see if I can find the fucking, that one building though. That one building looks totally like that one Central Park-ish shot. Totally reminds me of fucking a New York skyline. Oh, where is it? So creepy. Dude, and the way she like gets up like that. I mean, I've not been to Tel Aviv, but this looks like an AI generated image, right? Of a New York style place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Doesn't it look like an AI generated image of Central Park-ish, sort of vaguely New Yorkish place? I want to find this video. Smells like your candles. Dude, I used to like Gwyneth Paltrow. I've not really been into her for years, but back in the 90s, dude, I thought she was pretty amazing. But fucking now everyone's going wingnut. Hold on, I want to try and find something in my Instagram history real quick. Give me a sec here. I'm going to scroll back in my history and see if I can find this video about that building in New York. Because I swear that looks like the Waffle Building, dude. And people hate this building. Everyone that is in New York City, like in the Village, is like so pissed, and nobody wants to buy any of the apartments in it because everyone hates the building. So the billionaire that built the building, it like got approved by Eric Adams before Mamdani got in there, and now it's like there was an area down in the Village where you could look up towards Midtown and you had a perfect open view of the Empire State Building. It's like one of the most picturesque areas in Manhattan. And this building is like right in the middle of it. And it is like, everybody is like, what the fuck? Now you see like a third of the Empire State Building. It's so crazy. People are furious. And I mean, dude, these people that, like, if they live there, they're spending a lot of money to fucking live there. You know? It's wild. But this one woman just fucking ravages this building in such an enjoyable way. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Give me 1 sec here, dude. I'm fucking pulling it out, boss. I'm pulling out the miracle. Dude, I love that they save, these social media sites save your activity. This is like the greatest, to be able to go back and see everything you've looked at, everything you've liked in the last fucking, like, forever. Didn't they notice when it was being built? I mean, yeah. They did, but once a building is being built, there's like not much you can do about it. Like once that shit gets permitted, you can't. Yeah, I think there is some element of Tel Aviv is the New York City of, right? While the advertisement promotes it was filmed on a set in New York City. All right, yeah, no, that makes sense. Because there's very New Yorkish. But some of this shit, though, looks AI, though, boss. That's what's crazy, is it's like New Yorkish, but you don't see the Empire State Building. And with an actual shot of New York, the Empire State Building would be in proximity to this tower, right? And so that's what's really weird about this is like a pseudo New York. And that's why I think that there's some AI usage being involved there, because some of this is very much buildings that are from New York City, but other shit that should be there is not in the skyline. And that's like where it's like, whoa, I'm looking at a skyline of New York City, but there's shit missing. And that's where I feel like my head is being fucked with. All right. Dude, I mean, this is this sort of AI-induced anti-reality that makes me feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like, bro, what am I doing? And why is she advertising luxury apartments in fucking Tel Aviv, dude? Like, who the fuck wants to buy, you know, like, I feel like there couldn't be, like, more negativity directed at Netanyahu's regime, right? And you know what I'm saying? There couldn't be more negativity at his regime, and yet there's like, you know, she's hawking apartments. Is she a real estate agent now? Is she getting paid to do this? You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Oh, there we go. Nice. She faces backlash. Good. She should face backlash. Dude, I want to find this fucking video, bro. Dude, the New York woman that shreds this video is fucking brilliant. Or shreds this building. Like, old New Yorkers are a funny breed. They mince no words. I'm investing a hot minute here trying to find this thing. Dude! I suppose, though, if you're rich enough, you don't really care about, like, the impact you're having, right? Right? They're so insulated. I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow is so detached from reality that she's not concerned if everybody's mad at her for her, like, point of view, because she lives, like, these people live completely outside reality anyway. When you're that famous, you know, it's not like she's going to go to the grocery store and somebody's going to confront her, you know. She's probably in her high-priced, you know, penthouse apartment in Tel Aviv getting a foot massage from a fucking, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. I guess it, oh, all right. I guess I'm not getting it because it only goes back like a couple of weeks. Oh, that's too bad. It only goes back to the last update. Oh, dude. It's fucked up, bro. I thought sure we had it. All right. All that time invested for nothing, boss. All right, let's see what we got here.
Turned celebrity candle. Well, she's the Oscar-winning actress turned celebrity candle spruiker.
But Gwyneth Paltrow is facing a backlash now after becoming the face of a luxury real estate project in Israel. Outrage. Social media critics are even coining a new term. They're saying it's Gwynethicide. Here's
oh, Jesus, dude.
Oh, not again. Gwyneth Paltrow is no stranger to selling controversial products. From candles...
I smelled something and I said... as a joke.
...to jade eggs that go... You know what? You don't want to know. Now...
There's a reason the world's most iconic buildings are by a park.
The Hollywood actress turned celebrity spruiker is under fire for fronting ads for luxury real estate in...
𝗙ecie Israel.
What is going on with Gwyneth?
Dude, that is so fucking weird, bro. Dude, what is going on with her? Like, you gotta wonder, what does she get out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like she needs money. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's so baffling about it when she does something like that, because she doesn't need the cash. It's not like she's got to do these ads to make ends meet. It, you know, I mean, you almost think, well, if she wants to associate herself with, you know, the pro-Israel movement, and she's trying to create a firestorm in the media, it is a great way of her getting, I mean, look at all these people that are now making content about her. Right? She's definitely getting probably a zillion, right? This smells like my vagina. I don't even remember what's the vagina candle thing. I miss that. You know, it almost seems like she's trying to create a media storm. Dude, Mark Maron was talking about it. Dude, I love Mark Maron. What was he saying?
Brought you 9/11. 2 weeks of laughter in the desert. Don't miss it.
But does it matter?
Dude. Dude, is that something that she made candles that said, "This smells like my vagina"? That was it supposed to be real? Was that like a joke? Goop. This was back in 2020. Why is Gwyneth Paltrow selling a candle that smells like her vagina? Dude, what the fuck, bro? All right. Dude, the goop years. I mean, dude, I had no idea, bro. I'm out of the goop thing. Dude, that's fucking wild. All right. I mean, dude, you know, I have to admit, back in the day, I probably would have bought one of those just to see what it smelled like. Right? I mean, wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to say, if somebody says there's, you know, at that point, you're just like, all right, let's just see what the candle smells like. I don't even care that, you know, I'm not trying to smell her vagina. I'm just wondering that a candle that says that, I want to know, what does that candle smell like? Dude, the curiosity, right? I mean, it's like, what happens if I put my finger in this fucking light socket? Dude, anybody though who calls, like when you think about calling it goop, I mean, just even goop is that's a weird name for a product, you know. Her whole company, the whole goop fucking thing was just sort of, I thought, weird. You know, she definitely feels like she got weird, you know, that, like, I don't know. I always felt like she was normal. I felt like she was normal when she got into the relationship with Chris Martin, and that she was like not normal afterwards. I don't know. Did you guys get that vibe? Because I used to really like her, and I thought she was like really charming. And then something happened to her where she got like weird. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She got fucking strange. And I don't know. I mean, people do get weird. You know? I mean, I will say this, you know, people who achieve the level of fame that she has achieved, I think it's pretty easy for those people to get fucked up. I think fame and money can really fuck you up, guys. It does. It does, bro. It's like, I mean, I've never had that kind of fame, but I definitely experienced some fame when I was a gamer, where I would get, like, you know, everywhere I would go for a couple of years, people would ask me for like pictures and shit like that. And it's weird. It does a weird thing to your head where you start feeling like a cardboard cutout. And then people are trying to cancel you in your community or whatever. And so a weird thing happens where you get depersonalized to where you start having interactions with other human beings, but you're not a real human being to them. And I think when you get to the level of Gwyneth Paltrow, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, you know, whatever, when you get to that level where you can't go outside without being recognized, like you have to wear like a disguise to go outside, it fucking can get very strange, right? And especially if you go off kilter, right? If you become, you know, like Tom Cruise became a Scientologist and he started being really weird, dude. Or some people get into Scientology, some people get into fucking, you know, some people get into, you know, I don't know, the fucking, you know, whatever, you know, spiritual Sherpas, gurus. Yes, thank you. gurus, dude, right? You get into the guru circuit, you get into gurus and shit can go crazy. Yeah, next thing you know, you're Spencer Pratt. You're shoving crystals up your ass and you're living in a hotel thinking you're going to be the mayor of LA and shit. Dude, oh shit. All right, it's dance time, baby. Dude, fuck Goop. I am curious about that vagina candle, though. I'm telling you right now, guys, you can judge me, but I would sniff the candle, okay? I don't care if you judge me. I would definitely sniff the candle just to see what the candle smelled like. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to say it, right? Let's go. Dude, fuck it. I'm owning it. Ownership. Bro. Dude. I will say though, doesn't that seem a little risque though? Even for Gwyneth Paltrow? Like, dude, she was like the good girl, I thought. I thought that was her social, her social identity was like the girl next door. She's putting out this candle smells like my vagina. That feels a little like a little out of character, doesn't it? Doesn't that feel like the candle seems more like Belle Delphine, right? How very Belle Delphine of Gwyneth. Let's go. She sells other bizarre stuff. I had no idea. She was such a freak, dude. How does she balance that with her fucking MAGA? Is she MAGA? Is she a MAGA? This candle smells like my labia. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Oh shit. Dude, this candle smells like Trump's diaper. Dude, she is, huh? She's Maha, isn't she? Yeah, that's what it is. Maha. This candle smells like Trump's diaper. Oh shit, baby, you ready? Yeah, no, she's probably Maha, right? Right? She's a Maha. She's a Mava. Make America vagina again. Mava. All right, let's go, baby. Let's get her done. Thank you. Dude, thank you to 𝗙𝗎𝗍 and all the other people, all the rest of you guys. Right? Dude, Abe was quarterbacking tonight. Thank you for all those donos in the dance party. Let's get it. Try to stay positive, people. Stay in the fight. Let's go. Selling caskets. Dude, 𝗙𝗍 are like the craziest merchandisers, dude. Oh my God, dude, 𝗙𝗍. The band 𝗙𝗍, they merchandise everything, dude. Oh shit, let's go. Let's get it, little deja vu. Come on, baby. Ah!
But I've known, been here before. Coming up slowly, this feeling that I have now.
This dance
Almost a bit holy,
smells like my vagina.
Emotion that I will make it out somehow.
Holy shit, dude! I'm out of breath, boss. Feels good to dance. Feels good to not be buying real estate in Tel Aviv. Right? Oh shit, dude. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Let's go. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go make some videos. Try to keep your head together. Be good to yourselves. And fucking take care of your endurance. Because you are going to need it. We got a long road, boss. But we are kicking ass. Down with MAGA. And I will see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, stay radiant. Good night.
Hey, I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating.